International Financial Services Center is a jurisdiction set up by the Government of India with the aim of attracting foreign investors as well as Indian investors to make use of a territory which actually benchmarks itself to the rest of the world. There are many Indian companies and Indian investors who have actually invested in many parts of the world, but focused on India. So the idea was to actually bring them back, onshoring the offshore.
I think the advantage of GIFT is that it offers you an onshore center within GIFT as an offshore center. I think this is a tremendous advantage that within the Indian regulatory system you are offshore, but you can still be onshore from all perspectives. So what does it mean is that an Indian corporate which was otherwise required to set up in Dubai, Singapore or Mauritius can now actually set up in GIFT. And setting here, you will be able to do all the international businesses which it would otherwise would have done from outside. So advantage is that you set up within the Indian ecosystem, you are still outside the foreign exchange laws of India, and you can do international business much more efficiently. So from a regulatory perspective, from a tax perspective, and also from a cost wise, this offers you a tremendous advantage that you can be in India and do India international business.
The overarching theme behind this particular jurisdiction is to onshore a lot of offshore financial services. We are catering to the audience which is an Indian resident as well as the global audience. So we basically act as a bridge between India and the global markets for Indian investors to cater to their needs of investing into global securities, and for global investors to cater to their needs of investing into Indian market.
So here they will have more flexibility to invest their funds wherever they want to and get better returns than they are getting normally. So this is going to be a very attractive scenario for NRIs who will be, because we will be in any case, even if it is technically outside India, but this is part of India. So they will also feel more connected with these companies and the products which we are going to launch. And we have already some products we have already been launched. So I am very sure that this is going to benefit all those NRI community and OCI also.
So as a unified depository, we can cater to the whole entire bouquet of financial assets cutting across securities, debt and the bullion as well. So our primary role is to enable holding and transfer of all classes of securities from one beneficial owner to another beneficial owner in this particular jurisdiction.
So India Annex has been the leading or the dominant exchange with close to 100% market share on the GSM. So we have GSMs on the two bases. So one is for the pure debt and another is also for the sustainable or the green bonds or sustainable linked bonds. Just to let you know, 134 is surpassed quite some time back. So today we stand at India Annex, we stand at 188 issuances that has happened with a value of close to 58 billion that has got 58 billion USD that's got raised, MTN programs of close to 81 billion that's got raised. Going forward, our aim would be to increase the the traction from an sustainable linked or green green bond issuances. That's number one. Number two is increase the issuer base. So we would want the issuer base to definitely go up. Today we have some of the marquee names like, on the PSU side we have REC, SBI, Exim, the Adani, Reliance, Muthoot, Tata. So all of these guys are there. So now also the aim would be to really, move across to a lot of other issuers to come across, because there's a significant benefit of the withholding tax there, which the issuers, I believe should really take benefit of. So that's where we look ourselves at, and we continue to be in the dominant position there.
Gold exchange here is primarily a spot exchange. So there is entire physical value chain which works behind the exchange. Prior to 2022, there were only nominated banks and agencies who were permitted to import gold into India. While the contracts or the BDRs are traded on the exchange, there is a supplier who ships his material to the GIFT City vaults. We have 3 vaults here in GIFT City. So the physical material comes here, then we as a depository convert that into a financial instrument called the Bullion Depository Receipt. As an exchange, business development team has reached out to every nook and corner of the country and has created the awareness about this particular platform. So while our Q1 turnover was 9.7 tons, our Q2 turnover we have achieved close to 25 tons total. So for H1 this year, we have done 35 tons vis-a-vis, total of 8 tons for the entire previous financial year. Yeah, so we have seen a good growth on the bullion volume side. That has been primarily driven by a lot of efforts which has gone into development of this particular ecosystem for past 2 years.
So the GIFT Nifty, which is our flagship contract, has been doing really well. In fact, GIFT City is rising as an international center. And Singapore already is a pretty large international financial center. And it's natural that in our own neighborhood, we actually start creating a connect. And that's how this Singapore Connect is a very unique kind of a thing. And it's a one-way connect right now, but it's a win-win partnership. Primarily what used to happen was Nifty, which is the equity benchmark index of India, and which is NSE's flagship intellectual property right product, was something which was licensed to Singapore, which now we have brought it into our NSE International Exchange at the GIFT City. And that's how this connect has got established. And what it enables is now, it enables global investors who are already connected to Singapore to automatically get access to GIFT City. So it is virtually in some sense a passporting regime which has been done. So RTP has been a big milestone. In fact, it is a great initiative from IFSC authority. In fact, this is virtually making us adapt more to the global regime. We are seeing some good demand from international large prop trading firms like HFTs, etc., which have shown interest in this RTP program. And already we have onboarded a couple of them. Apart from that, we also now created a very good pipeline of infrastructure providers, including the independent software vendors, independent network vendors, and even NSE-IX as a policy for co-location as a service. And that is again something which is rapidly expanding. I'm sure all these remote trading participants will be able to avail that. What it will enable is virtually, it will enable the entire global investor community and the global trading community to be able to come to GIFT City without requiring to establish a physical presence. I think we are seeing virtually in the last couple of months record volumes coming in with almost $100 billion. It is basically in some sense welcoming global investors to come without requiring to change anything from their end.